Sorry.
Hello, good afternoon. Good afternoon,
Yeah,
James.
lahat yung mga sound effects ko, Alex, nawala. I'm sorry, but we have confetti for you. Meron tayong
No,
confetti.
no.
Yeah, I wanted
Like,
bongga, pero, short notice tayo sa, may mga tito tech hands. I can't figure this out. Welcome, Alex. Kumusta?
yeah. Okay naman ako I'm okay with the MECQ. So, we're at our, hinihintay ko yung longer version. Sana this is the final, modified ECQ. Kasi para na siyang, para na siyang pagkain, no?
We can, we
Parang
can start tawa
modified,
na.
enhanced. I hope this is the last, this, I hope this is the last episode. This is the last episode, I hope.
The final installment, parang Rocky movie. It's just never ending. Ano, part 7 na. But so yes, you're right. We have a lot to adjust. I've been
Uh,
noticing how you've been adjusting, and part of the reason I wanted to have you on board, because I've followed your comedy for a while. You've played for a few events that I've been a part of, and I love your humor. Kasi talagang you nailed it. You nailed it talaga all the time for on your shows. And I love the way you've evolved into becoming this online personality, taking up whatever technology is available to you. You're doing live streams like we're doing
yeah,
right now. You have a Monday, a
yeah,
Wednesday,
yeah,
a Friday. Thank
yeah,
you for
yeah,
making it 6 o'clock. Thank you for making it 6 and not 5. I don't want to compete with
yes.
you. I don't know if that was purpose or not, pero I'll just take it as I'll just say thank you na lang. Okay? You can't
No,
have two teeth.
I want to compete with the news, James. So I made it 6 o'clock because I want to do. I was watch before the quarantine started. I was watching news first 7 days. I started my live sheet mga 1 week after nag-start ng quarantine because I was always watching the news and it was not helping.
No.
So decided to put my show 6 o'clock. I know it's sabi nila, "Oy, why dapat mga 9 p.m. para manood kami." I was not after the quantity of watchers. I was more on the timing. I want them to don't watch
Ooh,
the news. Watch me and let's
wow.
have parang tawa na lang tayo and yun, buti na lang kamo at maraming namang nanood kasi ayoko isabay sa like TV Patrol and other news at 6 p.m. because I don't want to watch the news myself.
That's a very good. I like that. That's a good point because it's a double win. Because
Yeah.
you're not just getting an audience. You're taking them away from what you're
Yes.
this news. I love it. I
Yeah.
love it. I also agree with you. Sometimes we can get overstimulated with watching
Yes.
news. We are waiting for bad news. Sometimes we're expecting it. Kasi may investment na tayo, di ba? I think this is
Tama,
human
tama.
nature. When you're invested in waiting, any kind of any information, you'll just try to
Yeah.
understand the way you want
And
to. Kasi, oh,
and and James, you know what? Ako lagi kong nasa isip because you know what? I'm also vocal na may nagkaroon ako ng depression and anxiety. And this is clinical depression and anxiety, so I'm not ashamed of admitting na meron ako. Ang lagi kong naiisip, the reason why nagkakaroon ako ng anxiety before is because pag kinuha mo yung problema ng mundo, magkakaroon ka talaga ng malaking kakabahan ka talaga. Pero start first with your community. Kasi ang nangyayari, akala mo napakagulo eh. Ang gulo-gulo ng buhay eh. Pero tumingin ka sa labas, tumingin ka lang muna sa labas, yung immediate vicinity mo, it's normal pa rin naman. So, halimbawa ako, naka-quarantine ako, once na lumabas ako, it's a good thing and a bad thing, by the way, James. It's not always a good thing. Pag lumabas ka, you will see that the world is normal pa rin. Kasi pag nanood ka sa labas, ang nanood ka sa news, akala mo talagang pandemic and everything. Ngayon, may latest na balita. Tinitira na ng virus pati yung heart and kidney. There's a news na pati kidney and heart. Pag binasa mo lahat yun, mayayari ka. Because you cannot do anything about it. You cannot do anything about it. So, ang ginagawa ko, avoid the news and see kung ano talaga dapat ang ginagawa mo. Ano bang kaya kong gawin lang? What? Follow the rule. Be safe, wear mask, wash hands, eat well, sleep, kain ng vitamins, and social distancing. That's it. That's the Pero pati James, pati yung charity. I always believe na bigyan mo na kala Bill Gates yung worldwide charity. Start charity sa home, sa community, you will feel better. So ang ginagawa ko, I'm helping my family and then I'm helping my immediate neighbors. Ganun lang muna, one at a time, kaya ayoko manood ng news. That's it. Let's laugh.
I have to pause for a round of applause because that was so well said, Alex. You know what? You really that I love how you put that. Just focus on what's around you. That's going to keep you more than occupied anyway. And you cannot do
Yes.
anything outside your immediate circle. If you could just solve the problems of your immediate circle, bayani ka na. There's
Oo, don't ano,
nothing to
don't
do.
don't aim for too much because you will be disappointed right now kasi hindi ka makakakilos eh. You will just add to the problem. Halimbawa, you want to help tapos lalo ka pang nahawa o ikaw pa nakahawa. Ang gawin mo, be reasonable. Ang ginagawa ko, sabi nila, James, if you're, halimbawa kung may kaya ka ng konti, nakaipon ka, wag mong accept yung ano, wag mong accept yung relief goods or wag mo accept yung 8,000 or 5,000. Give it to someone else. Pag di mo in-accept, mapupunta sa iba yun. That's wrong. Ang ginagawa ko, ina-accept ko. Then, I myself give it to
Mm.
my immediate neighborhood. That's the effective way to do it. See to
Because
yourself that the relief goods go to the one who really needs it.
you know,
Don't reject.
I thought we were gonna have a good comedy show, but we're getting sound world advice. And I appreciate both, Alex, because I admire the brilliance of comedy. For you to be a good comedian, you have to be a very smart person. You also have to be very, very in tune with public sentiment and reality,
Yes.
because your job is literally to either distort reality or play with reality to put you in uncomfortable positions. So you need to understand everything about. So I
Yeah.
love getting this
Yeah.
both sides of it.
That's
This
the problem with original emotion and then we convert it to comedy. We need to pass that process. Kasi kailangan natin maramdaman muna yung initial feeling ng nung sitwasyon na yon and then we convert it to comedy. That's why I still live in Signal Village, by the way. I live in Signal. Okay.
sorry,
Can you
because
hear me?
we lost the first part. You said something about going through comedy. You need to feel it, but we lost that part.
Okay.
That sounded important. Just the beginning part of you need to
Um,
feel it before it becomes comedy.
kasi if you notice, most of the stand-up comedians are either depressed or because Robin Williams, you have Robin Williams and Jim Carrey because in order for you to do comedy, you have to pass by the initial process of the original emotion. Meaning, we convert situation to comedy.
Mm.
I convert personal emotions, personal experience to comedy. But in order for to convert it, kailangan mo ma-experience siya eh. And that's the race of being a comedian. Before it turns into a comedy, kailangan mo na maramdaman yung original feelings. Like I'm talking about pandemic right now. I'm talking about relief goods. I'm talking about social distancing. Pero if you talk about it 5 years later or 10 years later, we're just going to laugh about it kasi 10 years na yun eh. Pero while we're in this right now, this is serious matter. Pero pag ginawa ko tong comedy 5 years ago, you're gonna laugh about it kasi wala na tayo sa sitwasyon na yun. But the original feeling of the comedy is fear and you're afraid during the quarantine period. Pero we're going to convert it to comedy sooner or later. Di ba?
Wow. Okay. It's in a way parang like a method actor needs to go through, diba? And you have people like Heath
Ah,
Ledger and stuff who supposedly went through severe depression. Some even say it cost him his life playing the
ah,
Joker. But what you're saying is similar. As a comedian, you need to understand it, go through it, the pain. Because if you were, let's say, just writing jokes from an
yeah.
expensive apartment in Pacific Plaza about the hardships of whatever the pandemic, and then you try to relate it, but people would smell that, no? People would feel that. Kung
Yeah, yes.
no, wala, you're not authentic. I don't understand.
Correct.
Yeah.
The keyword is authentic. The difference between American and Filipino, one is sa America and other countries, importante ang copyright, meaning your original jokes mo dapat bawal ang stealing ng jokes sa ibang bansa. Dito sa Pilipinas, hindi pa nila mag-grab ang concept ng stealing and piracy. Kasi akala nila pag nag-joke ako at narinig nila, pwede nilang gawin 'yon. We part of the comedy education dito sa Pilipinas is educating the public na no, you cannot get the joke of Alex Calleja kasi personal experience niya yung mga joke. It's not about the internet joke, kaya may mga internet joke na you can get and then you're just a joke teller. Pero pag stand-up comedian ka, it's your personal experience. Kaya pagka narinig namin na may gumagaya ng ibang joke, minsan hindi siya effective kasi hindi siya authentic. You nailed the right term eh. Authenticity is important sa stand-up comedy. Mararamdaman ng tao sa audience if you did not I cannot make joke about like I'm a Phil-American because I'm not Phil-American. So, hindi ka pwedeng gumawa ng mga joke about Phil-American if you're not Phil-American. Kailangan gumawa ka ng mga joke na talagang na it's either your personal experience or your general observation sa buhay mo. So, ako, ang ginagawa ko to be grounded, hindi ako nasa lugar ako na isang grounded place. I'm from Signal Village sa Taguig. I'm surrounded by middle income and
Sure.
poorest of the poor so that I can be connected doon sa nangyayari sa buhay. Yan ang kaibahan sa Amerika. And you know what? Nag-evolve din ang stand-up sa Pilipinas because one, sa America and other Asian countries, people are willing to listen kahit pa 2 minutes yung setup mo before the punchline, they're willing to listen. You watch me live, 'di ba sa mga events.
Mm.
You notice my rhythm. It's Filipino rhythm. Kasi once na 30 seconds hindi mo na patawa ang Pinoy, they will do something else. They will talk to may pag-usap na yan, may pag-text na yan. Ang gusto kasi ng Pilipino, ambient entertainment, meaning kahit pasikat na singer, banda yan, kumanta ka lang kasi we're gonna talk. Tapos, titigil lang kami pag narinig namin yung paborito naming kanta. Like, kung kumakanta ang side A, kumanta sila ng Forevermore. Sa, ang mga birth pains na naramdaman namin sa Pilipinas is, one, pag may kumukuha sa amin sa mga events, sa mga corporate events, sinasabay kami sa dinner, sa buffet dinner. Akala nila we can do stand-up while you're getting food. No.
Oh.
It's a captured audience dapat. It's like mga 12 years bago natuto mga tao, 10 to 12 years. Akala nila we're gonna do costume. Akala nila may music. Akala nila I'm going to do some costume change and everything. Hindi nila alam tong concept ng stand-up. Why? Ang stand-up comedy natin nag-adapt sa Pilipino. Ang ginawa ng mga, especially the gay comedians, which I have nothing against. Again, they have a captured audience, the stand-up comedy sa mga punchline, sa laugh line sa Quezon City. Ang ginawa nila is, para makuha nila yung crowd na Pinoy, apat sila sa stage. Ang ginagawa nila sa stage, nag-uusap sila because they cannot capture the audience. Sila ngayon na mag-aasarang apat. Ngayon, pag di pa rin nila makuha, ang gagawin ng mga comedian, mga asar sila sa crowd so that they can attract the attention. So doon na simula ang insult comedy. Pangatlo, pag ayaw pa rin makinig, ang gagawin, kumakanta sila. Kasi yun naman talagang gusto ng Pinoy, singing. So ganun na nangyari sa ating stand-up comedy. Ang ginawa, naging variety show to adapt to the Filipino. Pero ang talagang strict na definition ng stand-up comedy is you're alone sa stage and you're telling your personal experience, general observation in a funny way. Yun ang talagang totoo. At doon kami nag-educate James ng audience. And fortunately and unfortunately, the past 4 years, we have already a very educated audience. Kaya lang pumasok tong pandemic. So we have a new normal. That's why there's another online show. The problem, James, with an online show, that's my workshop, by the way, you're seeing right now. The problem with an online show is, again, ang stand-up comedy, we need laughter. We need to see the audience. This is our rhythm. This is our music. We need to see the reaction of the people and we need to hear them instantly. By online, we're talking to an empty room. We're just assuming that people are laughing. Pero in terms of dami ng marireach, we can reach a lot of people here sa online. But the problem is, yung audience namin is not always in an ideal situation. Like, you can be watching right now while you're cooking. You can be watching right now where you're arguing with your wife or arguing with your girlfriend. So, hindi ko alam kung naiintindihan mo talaga. Unlike if you're in a venue na you have your attention. That's our new norm. But it's still working pa rin. That's why I have a MWF show kasi tawas pa rin sila ng tawa. At ang ginagawa nilang reaction will be putting the likes, the heart, the smiley. So, ayun na lang ang ginagawa naming rhythm, basis ng rhythm.
I can see the comments just flying up. People are loving what you're saying, Alex. Because I wish we had a chance to talk off air beforehand, because you're literally telling me what was in my heart and in my head about comedy here. Because I'm Pinoy, but I lived in Australia for 14 years, or 12 years, should I say. And those 12 years there were my pretty formative years for my adult life. So I started my comedy clubs there and all that. I love going to comedy clubs a lot because they follow the same format as the US. It's the one guy
Uh,
who literally puts himself out on the line, standing on the stage, totally naked, not of course with the clothes, but naked
oh
emotionally,
yeah.
especially, and he puts it all out. He or she puts it all out on the line, and we appreciate it. So when I came over to the back to the Philippines, I was 26 na. I looked for comedy clubs, and I encountered exactly what you said, and it put me off. And once again, not to everyone's got their own brand of humor, but
Yeah.
I could relate to it, especially if you look like this and you go to a gay comedy bar. You can imagine
You're
this. I'm
you're the target, man.
I cannot escape it. And I'm not picon at all. I don't get picon, but I also don't want to be the center of attention for every insult, even if I know it's just a joke, because I'm there to have a good time, not to sit and cringe and be laughed at. But I that's what also put me off a bit of the comedy scene. Once again, I respect what they do, but I was just not their market. And I was hoping to finally see somebody appeal to that market. And then I saw you. This is why I invited you on the show, on how to be able to do stand-up comedy in the way that some people are used to it in the Western world. Part of what you said earlier about translating it to digital, that the crowd is your music. What are some of the things that you find that you can't replace yet? I mean, like the hearts, the likes, that's great, but your energy, where are you getting? How do you duplicate that energy? Because
Um,
the time
that's the
it
problem.
works, but you need to make timpla, di ba? You're making
Yeah,
timpla to the audience. They're not
yeah,
getting this. Back up, back up, back up. Oh, sige,
yeah.
wait. I think I might go this direction.
Yes, correct. Ang akala kasi ng mga tao, if you're funny sa friends mo and you're funny pa rin, madali magpatawa. No. Remember, you stand sa audience, hindi mo kilala yung mga audience, hindi ka nila kilala, and you have to make them laugh. Unlike when you're talking to your friends, you don't have to even tell the whole story and they're laughing already. Just say the keyword na, remember when we were in Laguna? Ha 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 ha, because you're all in Laguna. One of the reasons why I'm doing this humor me workshop is because I want you to know na ang being funny is not always being funny sa lahat. There's a method in being funny. So, ito ang sinasabi ko, anong mga nawala sa element ng live? One, um, our comedy kasi meron kaming various jokes na pag tumayo kami sa harap ng tao, we scan the people, we can gauge kung anong magwo-work sa crowd. And we can immediately replace some jokes based on the reaction of the crowd. Meaning,
Mhm.
I have a prepared joke for that night. Pero when I do my first two jokes at medyo okay lang yung tawa, I can shift to another. Sa online, you cannot do that because you will never know what's working. Second, we do ad libs sa live. We do ad libs sa live. Why? Pag halimbawa nakakita kami ng lalaki na sumagot, we can interact like Jokoy or Russell Peters doing. We can prolong our set by just improvising. Alam mo, may nalaglag na baso, we can make fun of the nalaglag na baso. Someone ordered the margarita at umingay. Grrr, we make fun of it. Who ordered the margarita while I'm doing my set? My God, my God. So here here in online, it's purely 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's my joke. I don't know what's the reaction. And second, um, the problem with online is if you're watching me, James, and you did not like my joke, you will not tell all the audience that you did not like my joke. Malamang sarili mo lang sabihin mo. And you go home, you will say, it was not funny. I did not like that one joke. But you're on your own. But in online, nababasa lahat ng comments. Pag may
Ni-infect.
isa,
Mhm.
o yung isang comment magsabi, hindi ka naman nakakatawa eh.
Ay,
Everyone will read it.
yung
And
ini-influence mo yung outcome, ini-influence mo, I get that. Yung parang
yeah,
baga, I either didn't find it funny or it wasn't the funniest thing, but I'm okay with it. Tapos I see a comment, gago ka, and now I'm all of a sudden swayed. I'm like, oh nga, no, gago
yes.
pala. I'm
And
waiting
sometimes nadidistract ang Pinoy. Madidistract sila. They will answer to the comment. Pag halimbawa, pan na pan ako, sasagot na sila. Ulul, ulul, wala na. They're not watching me anymore. Pero you know what? Alam niyo naman, 100 again, I'm always discussing this sa workshop ko. May mga new stand-up comedian kasi na masyadong dinidibdib yung mga American stand-up. Akala nila si Dave Chappelle cool, may yose sila saka may beer sila sa stage. Because nakita nila ay Dave Chappelle eh. At mga topic nila is about sexual harassment, pedophile, patay ka din sa Pilipinas pag yan ang sinimulan mo. Dahil ang mangyayari sa'yo, they're not yet ready. Saka mawawalan ka ng mga corporate events. Kasi ang corporate events, they're like dapat corporate friendly eh. Ako, I play by the statistic muna when I was making a name for myself. Ano yung statistic? Halimbawa, may 10 nanonood sa'yo. Pag pinag-usapan mo, comic book, sa 10 yon, kailangan malaman mo, sino ba familiar sa comic book? Sa 10, sabihin natin 5 lang ang familiar. So you eliminated the 5 people. 5 na lang ang maikinig sa'yo. Sa comic book, ang pinag-usapan mo, Night Watcher. Sa 5 may comic book na nagbabasa, sino ang familiar sa Night Watcher? Sabihin natin 2. So sa isang joke mo na yon, sa 10 tao, 2 na lang natira to listen to you. Now, if you're funny and if you have a name like Dave Chappelle, you can talk about anything, but it's a process. In order for people to listen to you, you must be funny first. And then you can branch out to this in discussing anything you want because you have a name. Pero if you don't have a name, you have to start from somewhere.
This is good advice
Dapat
because I was
ganun talaga.
actually going to ask you about this. You're now that we're on the topic of your show and you're sorry on your workshop because that was another thing I really wanted to talk to you about. Structuring comedy because comedy is a very serious business, diba?
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
not
yeah.
so you need to structure it in a way, understand the elements of it, which Alex is teaching online. I know that I don't want to give away too much because that's, of course, a very important seminar. You should go and attend that. But let's treat this like you're the drug dealer and this is the park with the kids and you need to give them a free sample. Okay, that was a really bad,
Okay.
horrible analogy. Fair, what I mean. Okay, what can you
Yeah.
give them like what can they expect from your online tutorial and workshops? What are some of the things you might be able to teach them? Or and
James,
give us
may tatanong ko sa'yo. Meron ka na bang naging joke na hindi nag-fly? Pero
oh,
nag-fly ng ginawa ng ibang tao? Tama, di ba?
ang
The
dami.
reason, the reason is because ang joke mo, I'm going to give you the structure. Ang joke is composed of setup, punchline. Those are the element of a joke. Premise, setup, punchline. If you if you like did not follow it to the letter, may mawawala. At akala nyo ganun lang kadali ang joke. No, we do open mics. We do open mics. What do you mean by open mics? Before you hear the finished product, dumaan na yan sa testing stage. We do it in a room somewhere na people are watching and not paying so that they will listen. And then you practice that joke over and over again. Dave Chappelle does that.
Hello,
Jerry
program.
Seinfeld. It's in order for you to create a 5-minute joke, you have to do open mic siguro mga 1 month to do a solid 5 minutes. And don't get at atong mali pag sinabi mo I have a joke, pag dito ka nag-start, guys listen, I have a joke, you're setting yourself for failure. Para bang sinabi mong I have a joke. Ang gagawin kagad nila, sige nga, tawa nga. No, do the joke, do the joke.
Yeah.
Second, you're not telling a joke. You're telling a story and making it funny. Hindi siya joke telling. At mahirap siya. It's a science. You miss one word, you add too much words, patay. You miss one word, patay. It's an exact science. At wala kang joke. Ang joke ay two-way. Wala pang joke hanggang wala pang tumatawa sa joke mo. Pag nagsabi ka ng joke at walang tumawa, it's not yet a joke, my friend. And you can talk about, halimbawa, taxi, may mga taxi jokes ka, and naisip mo na lahat ng jokes, tinamad ka kasi tumigil ka sa 10 jokes about taxi. And James Deacon, here he comes, nakaisip siya ng pinakamagandang joke sa taxi. Sorry, my friend, si James Deacon na ma-recognize because he has the top joke for the taxi. And you will be forgotten. So you have to really work hard na lagi mong maisip lahat ng mga jokes because someone will think about a better joke and he will replace you as the one that created that joke. And ay lang mga tinuturo ko na mga doon sa mga workshop. And pero it takes tatlong sumasali sa akin. One, if you wanna be a stand-up comedian, medyo mahihirapan ka sa goal. Kasi ibig sabihin, You're here to be a stand-up comedian? Okay. So you have to really listen to me kasi ang gagawin mo after this is you will practice this sa audience. And if you're a stand-up comedian, the audience is expecting you to laugh. Expecting you to make them laugh. So that's a hard goal. Second, may mga umaten sa akin, James, para lang maging nakakatawa sa presentation and workshop. Ibig sabihin, presentation and speech. Gusto lang nila na may sales sila. Habang nag-i-speech sila, gusto lang insertan ng comedy. And that's an easy goal. Kasi people are there to listen to your presentation, not to listen to your jokes. Pag nag-inject ka ng joke, it's an added value. And third, may mga umaten sa akin just to make them, parang gusto lang nila maging nakakatawa sa nililigawan nila o sa tropa nila. And that's an easy task. So iba-iba yung goal ng mga tao. Pero other than that, don't make, kaya nyo sinasabi na paulit-ulit ang joke ko because we're not strict when it comes to recording sa mga venues. When Dave Chappelle was here, bawal ang cellphone. I know, si James familiar dun sa rule ni Dave Chappelle nung nagpunta dito. Bawal ang cellphone, no recording. Kaya akala nyo, hindi siya paulit-ulit. Pero if you go to the US, kung nakatira ka sa US, sasabihin mo kay Jokoy, si Jokoy paulit-ulit kung susundan mo lahat ng tour niya. Ang tour ni Dave Chappelle paulit-ulit. Kasi nga, napapanood sila sa live lang. Pero hindi sila nagpaparecord. Ako, Sus Mariosep, pagka nag-perform ako, siguro 100 cellphone na nakatapat sa mukha ko. And I'm not, hindi ko na sila ni-stop. Kasi, sa akin, iniisip ko na lang, it's an added promotion for me. So yun.
It's an added, but it's an added pressure because there are many things. One, you say, yung ginagasgas na yung jokes mo. Kasi it's just online, it's libre. There's no, you're losing the special value of watching you live for some people. The other problem that I see with that, with the cell phones, and I recently, they also do that in the US, is context. Because what you say in front of a live audience at that time and place, and given that venue, can have a totally different meaning once it's put outside on the internet.
Yes.
And that leads me to my, I guess, one of my final questions, because we have a raffle that we need to get to. How do you deal with PC culture? Because now everybody's offended about everything. How do you manage jokes, and where do you draw the line?
Laging may disclaimer. So, disclaimer sa online, these are all jokes. It's up to you if you're gonna take it seriously. There's a disclaimer.
Have you been na-kuryente ka ba?
Sorry.
Have you been kuryente before?
No. That's my own policy na never to really. I have this knack of writing, get away with it. That because I was a writer also. Kaya ako naging writer sa mga show sa ABS-CBN na medyo delikado. Because I know how to write na pagka inisip mo, hindi mo ako reklamo kasi parang ikaw ang may mali. I have this talent in writing a particular joke na siya, medyo borderline lang siya pero ay ako masyadong napapaso. And James, baka sinasali na masyadong seryoso. You know what? Even here in quarantine, marami akong nabuong joke. Even the mask, I had created a lot of joke about the mask kasi marami nahihirapan sa mask because it's pero I appreciate the mask because I can now answer back to my wife without her really noticing it. Kasi I can make faces pag nagagalit ako. Then, and my mask helped me realize that I have bad breath kasi pag naka-mask ka, marirealize mo, maamoy mo yung sarili mo. Ang dami kong natutunan sa dito sa ating quarantine. And you know what? My wife, kala ko kilala ko lang siya for 24 years pero after itong quarantine na to, I'm getting to know more her better. Lalo na ngayong sabay na kami natulog halos. Ang wife ngayon, pag nagbabasa ka ng cellphone at ngumiti ka, issue. Sasabihin ka agad ng wife ko, why are you smiling? Sabi ko, nagbasa ako ng joke eh. No, babae yan, kaya ka nakasmile. Sabi ko, no. Tapos natutulog ako, James, tumatawa ako, sinampal ako ng asawa ko, tumatawa ako. Sabi sa akin, sabi ko, ba't mo ako sinampal? Ba't ka tumatawa? Sus Mariosep, kahit sa dream ko na maligaya ako, ayaw mo akong maging maligaya. Alam mo, ang dami na ngayon. James, sinampal ako ng asawa ko. Sabi ko, ba't mo ako sinampal? Napanaginipan ko, may babae ka. Napanaginipan mo, may babae ako. Ba't mo ako sinampal? Ikaw na naginip. Sabi niya, parang totoo. Sabi ko, ba't nga? O di matulog ka ulit, magsusorry ako sa panaginip mo. Ang dami kong ang dami niyang ano, ang dami kong na-realize dito sa quarantine na 'to. My kids, my 2 kids, hindi ko sila nakikilala because of quarantine, nakilala ko sila. Hindi dahil sa quarantine, kundi pinatay ko minsan yung internet, lumabas sila sa kwarto.
Wow, that's
Alam mo,
outdoor.
yeah, pagpatayin mo yung internet, lalabas sa mga anak mo, parang daig pa nila yung namatayan.
It's
We have
like,
no internet. We have no internet. Sabi ko, oh, wow, my God, welcome back. Malalaki na pala kayo. The last time I saw you, it was 10 years ago. Well, hi, hello. So, and,
you know,
ang dami kong material na makikreate dito that I'm going to tell people when it's over, when we can talk about it. May dumaan sa amin sa labas na nagbibigay ng relief goods. Dumaan sa akin, tinanong ako, sir, ano mas gusto nyo, 5K o 8K? Sabi ko, 8K. Sabi ko, bilang umalis na, sabi ko, where are you going? No, we're just having a survey. Nagsa-survey lang. Nagsa-survey lang kung anong mas gusto ko. Ang daming nakakatawa ngayon.
my gosh, Alex, next time I invite you on the show, it's gonna be for the full hour. I will make sure wala nang ibang guest kasi sobrang bitinto. Just so you know that our followers here have also a sense of humor. Medyo yung internet mo is medyo choppy. So they were saying, sana may signal dun sa Signal Village.
Talaga ba? O, lilipat ako kasi ang inano ko dito, ito yung pwesto ko. Pero meron talaga ako isa pang pwesto. Hindi lang ako nakalipat kagad. Yun.
Ayun. So sana next time when we do that, may signal dun sa Signal Village Taguig.
I will transfer dun sa taas. Dun mas malakas yung signal ko sa Signal Village. That's a nice joke.
Before you go, Alex, we have one very special honor we would like to bestow on you. This is the reason everyone tunes in. You ready?
Yeah.
It's raffle time, baby! This is what they have all been waiting for. So we will give you the honor of pressing the button. So all you have to do is touch your... When it comes up, you'll be the one to touch the thing and we will get that raffle up for you. Up and running. Today we have 2,800 pesos up for grabs that will be sent via GCash. Can you press your enough for us, Alex? Just reach over and press the virtual button. Ayun! Uy! Be careful, there's no going back after that. Nakaw! Anong ginawa mo? My goodness, look at this. Can you hear the heartbeat? Medyo nakakatakot to. Somebody's gonna win 2,881 pesos. 3, 2. Reyes Raymond, our big winner. Congratulations, Reyes Raymond. Alex Calleja, thank you so much for being such an amazing guest.
Tagal na rin ako hindi nakakapunta dyan.
I love it. Thank you very much, sir. God bless, guys. See you again tomorrow. Same time, same place for Tita Clock. Bye.
Thank you.